Hey everyone, this is a quick review of what you get and the main advantages of having one of these TV boxes. Alright, first you have the box, small. It's better than uh, what is that, the Fire Stick. One of the main reasons, because you have multiple inputs where you can hook up multiple devices, so on and so forth. It makes life a lot easier opposed to that Fire Stick where you really can't hook up what you want. You have connect your SD cards, so on and so forth. Um, this is your basic remote that you normally get with your box. It's okay, but it's much easier if you had a mouse and a keyboard. Otherwise, you would have to punch in your letters, move over, up, down, so on and so forth. Here is the keyboard that I include with all of my kits. Pretty decent keyboard. Makes life a lot easier when you want to type. Then you have a mouse. You have your AC cord. Reason this is long because some of the AC cords, depending on where they come from, this is the European power outlet, and this is the adapter for the most part. And your HDMI cable. Those over there are extras. I don't always have extras. It's a matter of a first come, first served basis. Now let me show you what are the main advantages of using one of these internet boxes. Okay. The main advantage of using one of these internet boxes would be for the movies. Yes, you can, if you're lucky, you can find premium channels, a lot of the other channels, if the links are still available. But the main advantage would be watching the movies. I mean, all the movies. When a guy sells the bootleg DVDs, well, when he's selling them, they're already on this. It's updated constantly. There are so many apps or add-ons where you can find the movies. For example, there are my favorite 6 or 7 add-ons. Let me see. Okay. Add-ons. All right. 9 movies is one. Whoops, I didn't mean that. 9 movies. Let me see. 123. That's another one. Okay, let me see. Go down here for another one of my other Exodus. Exodus, it's a newer TV add-on. It replaces it and what is the other one? Specto. They replaced Genesis. Genesis was the #1 add-on, TV add-on. So you got Exodus. Okay. There's Genesis. You can still watch movies there. It's kind of slow. They don't really update it. Let me see. I'm looking for, there goes Movie 4K. That's another good one. Niter. It's another good one. Phoenix. It's cool. Specto. As you can see to your left, or to your right rather, you have Showbox, but I don't really use Showbox because I can find almost everything in the other ones. Let me see, where else? So, there is, let me see. Okay, so, give or take my 7 favorites. You have others. You have one channel. So let's say if I want to find a movie, let's say Ride Along 2. First, I'll go check and see if it's in 9 movies. Well, let's say, forget Ride Along. How about that Deadpool? Now, some add-ons are better than others. In some add-ons, you might have some buffering in the movie. Well, you go to another add-on. So I'm going to click this add-on. I'm going to type in buffering. That's why it's easier if I use a keyboard. Okay, type in Deadpool. All right, what happened? I skipped something there. No problem. Deadpool. D-E. And let me see. There's Deadpool. I click it. And I'm in. Okay. Let me go find another movie. Let's say Star Wars. I didn't mean that. Okay, let me see. Let me go back here. Okay. Star Wars. Okay. Okay, Star Wars. There we go. Now, click it. Okay, there's Star Wars. I exit there. I'll find another one. Okay. So it's much. Let me see. Ride Along 2. All right. Ride. Okay, I think that's right. Ride Along 2. Wait for it to load. And exit. So, again, there are times if you look up, it's not really look up, it's just that what happens, a lot of these channels, let me go back to channels, these links, they add these links, and like HBO Showtime, sometimes if you find an HBO link, it may work for a while, but others, it may not. But luckily, almost 99% of the time, the movies, when you're trying to find a movie, it's there. You have so many add-ons for movies. You can, you won't ever really be out of movies. I mean, you can find movies 40 years old. Let's say, for example, Ben and Willard, movie made back in around 72. All right, let me go back. I know it's in Genesis, so if it's in Genesis, most likely it's in an updated version of Genesis. Give me a second. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to type in the word Ben. Movies. Now, okay. This is a 1972 movie. Click OK. And if it's not here, most likely it should be here, but I'll check another one. But okay, Ben, 1972. All right. I click it. Wait for it to load. Give or take in a few seconds. It's trying to find where the available links. It's searching. Okay, these are the available links. So, let's say if I click the first one, if the first one doesn't work, I'll try the next one. So I'm going to try this first one. If the first one doesn't work, I'll try the second one. Waiting for it to load. As you can see, it's loading. There it is. So 40 years later, I can find it. Of course, they didn't have HD back then. I'm going to see if I can get Gone with the Wind. Let me see. I click. Waiting for it to load. Okay, it's loading, or searching rather. Still searching. Searching numerous sites now. These are different sites. So I look at, let's say here's one supposedly in HD. I click it. Now it's loading, and hopefully it will work. There we go. Okay. All right. So basically, this box, I mean, it's for the, let me snatch that out for a second. Okay, I'm back. So again, it's a lot cheaper than spending X number of dollars per DVD, so on and so forth. The system of Kodi is not perfect, but it's better than nothing. So if you ever want to watch a movie, they're there. Let me see here. There are other little glitches you may have, little tricks. You can get Netflix, for example. Let me go to the main screen. If I wanted to go to the main screen, as you can see, I have Facebook. If I wanted to add more apps, I would go into the App Store and download more apps. Or some apps that are already loaded, I can go in, click, I want to add it, add other, let me see, I think I had Messenger up here, there's Messenger, so on and so forth. Showbox, I don't really need it because I can go inside, but I don't really use Showbox because there are so many other options to watch movies. Also, I have my apps here, my VPNs. A VPN, that's what you use if you don't want the cable company, the industry, Uncle Sam, so on and so forth, trying to figure out what you're watching. Because often cable companies and others, they can view what you're watching. They know what you're watching. I mean, not that they're watching every single person, every single moment. But again, they have the technology where they can watch or tell what you're watching if you're at work or so on and so forth, and you're not supposed to be on certain sites, so on and so forth. Well, again, you get a VPN like I did. I had this particular VPN. I dropped it. I got another one. It's less and it's much easier. And what it does, the VPN, it changes your IP address. So, for example, if you have an IP address for your address for United States, so on and so forth, wherever your location, the VPN will change it. It will use another server in another state or country. Like, for example, in England, Netflix, everything's, you have global blocks. For example, Netflix blocked their service from those living in Great Britain. So if you're living in Great Britain normally, you're not able to view Netflix because that individual's IP address will tell Netflix, well, he's trying to view you from England. Well, what you do is you get a VPN, virtual private network. You get a VPN, you log on to a server that's outside. So if you're in England and you want to watch Netflix, well, you would need for the most part, a server or IP address that's in the United States. Well, you get your VPN, you get a server or latch on to a server that's in the United States, and most likely you'll be able to get that Netflix. Other streams that are blocked because of the location. Again, these VPNs, they will help. This particular VPN, VPN Express, that's $12.99 a month. This is $10.99, $10 a month. I like the $10 a month because it seems to have more options, more servers. This one, the advantage of this particular, these are the top two. This one, they'll give you a free month each time you refer someone. But for the most part, I mean, it's not that hard. So again, Facebook is cool. Just remember, if you have your Facebook and your Messenger, and you walk away from your TV, and you get a bleep, a message pop up, well, whoever's watching your box will have access to your messages. So take that in consideration. So if I want, I can browse the web. Now the remote's up. I have a mouse because it's a lot easier with a mouse opposed to trying to scroll my hand. So the mouse is close to the television if I want to scroll something, click something, so on and so forth. But for the most part, it's a pretty cool box. And like I said, for the little bit I charge, give or take $65 and up. Right now, what's today, the 24th of February, they're like $75. But hey, you got a remote. You got a keyboard, a mouse, so on and so forth. Most of the guys not even going to give you that. And it's going to, they charge $75 and up. There's one guy who's charging $250, and you're not even getting a keyboard. There was another individual, I'm not going to mention any names, who said that he or she could get the box much cheaper online. That might be true, but again, you got to remember what you're paying for. You might be able to get the box, but you're not going to have all the add-ons, which means you're going to have to spend the time and program the add-ons. You're not going to get the keyboard. You're not going to get the mouse. And the other extras that my people get. So for $75, hey, it's not bad. And considering my people, they get $10 back each time they refer someone, either by credit or by PayPal. Makes it a lot easier. For example, if an individual wants to get the box for free, well, you divide that $10 into 75. That means they're going to have to refer at least 7 people, 8 people to get it completely free. 7 people that would have paid a mere $5 for the box. Some people may not refer anyone. Well, they just paid their 75, watch all the movies, and call it a day. Some people may want to refer 100 people. Well, hey, the more you refer, the more those $10 you get back and make. And I do have a website. I'll tell that to you when you sign up. But the website, I try to keep my people informed and how to find certain movies, certain channels, programming, so on and so forth. Well, I hope you found this interesting and informed. And have a nice day. Thank you.